Hello and welcome to Knitted Paradise, where the needles are clicking and the yarn is squishy. My name's Lucia and I'm your hostess, and I can be found on Ravelry and Instagram as Pearl of the Pacific. That's P-E-A-R-L of the Pacific. And I'll have that on the credits menu at the end, so you don't have to write that down right now. And I now have a group on Ravelry, so come join me. It's called Knitted Paradise Podcast, I believe. There's not a whole lot going on at the moment, but hopefully soon as more people join. So thanks for watching. I'm really excited that people watch me. Yay! And any returning viewers, thanks for coming back, putting up with me another week. This is going to be hopefully a shorter show. I just got home from work a little while ago, and I'm going out with a friend to run some errands later tonight, so I want to get this recorded before I go. And this is my second time round because the sound didn't work the first time. It was off from the video, which happened last week, so we may just have to put up with it. We'll see if QuickTime will get along with me today. So let's start with what I'm wearing. It is the Oaklet Shawl by, and I can't even remember, Megan Goodacre, and it's out of Highland Handmades yarn in the Grit colorway, which was the first shipment of the Trifecta of Awesome round 4. And it's a little kerchief. I could have made it bigger. I have a lot of yarn left over. I don't know why. I just wanted it done, or maybe I was afraid of it not having enough. So I started the edging real soon, but it's just got a little leaf pattern on the edge, and it's her red maple sock base, so it's merino tencel, I believe. And yeah, I wore this to work today. Keep me nice and warm. Although I think they finally turned the heat on today at work, which is nice of them, as it's now cold and dark, because we had daylight savings this weekend. So that's that. And on the island, I have the Irregular striped socks. And I don't know who those are by either. Let me look that up real fast. I'm sorry for the clicking. Fnugg. Remember that from before, not knowing how to pronounce it. And it's String Theory Colorworks in the Ultra Violet Catastrophe colorway. Continuum base. It's got cashmere. It's NCN, I think. And that's knitting up really nicely. The colors are not... That's better for the colors. And I put in waste yarn for an afterthought heel. It'll be my first afterthought heel, so we'll see how it turns out. But yeah, I really like these. I think I might have to get some of this yarn and knit some for myself. Not this color, but I like the yarn. It's really nice. So I started those on Saturday on my way to Vogue Knitting Live, which I'll talk about in a bit. And they're coming along really quick, so that's been really nice because I need to get them knit fast. And that's really the only thing currently on the needles that I worked on this week. Everything is resting in the hammock. And but I do have something that is set sail this week. I started them on Monday after we bought the car, and I finished them on Friday. These are the Textured Gainsey socks by Wendy D. Johnson, and these are out of Lorna's Laces in the Louisville colorway. And I would put them up close to the camera, but it makes the colors go all funky, so you'll just have to look at them back here. But it's a nice little V's with some... It's not all... You alternate, like you purl a row and knit a row, and purl a row and knit a row. So it is a paid-for pattern. It comes from one of her books, so I won't give too much away. But yeah, so those are done. I knit on these. These are really fast, which was nice. I needed them to be fast because I need them to be done to shipped off to the person who ordered them. So that's it in terms of knitting for right now. Hopefully there'll be more soon. Once I get these socks done before the holidays, then hopefully I'll have some more time to knit on some other things that are resting in the hammock. I don't want to show them to you because they look the same. You can check my Ravelry projects page if you want to see where they're at. I'm pretty good about keeping that up to date with pictures and everything. So next, let's go from the mainland. I went to Vogue Knitting Live in Chicago this weekend, and I got some stuff. I perused the marketplace for a while and bought some stuff, and then I went to the Fiber Factor fashion show, which was really fun. Then I had lunch with one of my best friends, and then I went back and perused the marketplace again, because there were 2 floors and I had only really made it to 1 floor, and I wanted to make it to the other floor, because you don't want to miss anything, right? So there really wasn't that many people. Maybe they were just all spread out. I didn't plan ahead enough to take any classes, so I didn't get to take any classes, but next time I will take classes. But I got to see a lot of knitting celebrities, which was kind of fun. And yeah, so I'll show you what I got, and then I'll talk about my day as I went. Alright, I'm going to untie this again. So I wore my bright yellow shawl that I wore in episode 1, the Mrs. Tumnus shawl, over a black shirt, so it popped out really a lot. Plus it was bright yellow. And there were so many people commented on it that they loved it. I thought that was fabulous because I put a lot of work into that thing. So people would like stop me from like a distance, be like, "What shawl is that?" Be like, "It's Mrs. Tumnus, and I knit it, and it's beautiful." Anyway, sorry, I'm trying to untie this bag, which is why I'm stalling, I guess. So I think I walked in the 4th floor. It was the first floor I entered in the marketplace, and this was one of the first booths I walked into because it was all gradients, and I love gradients. And there goes the heater, of course. It's not so loud right now, but it's going to get really loud, so we'll see how this goes. Anyway, I will show this to you quickly and then pause while the heater heats up our apartment. I got this squishy bit of goodness, and it comes with 2 of them. So you can knit socks, because you knit from the center of the cake. And this is the Hep Cat colorway. It's from Knit Circus, and it's their ballerina base, which is merino bamboo nylon. It's so squishy. Oh, there it goes. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. The heater has stopped. Sorry, it gets really loud, and so it's a forced air system, so I didn't want to subject you to that. So, I've been knitting on my socks while I've been waiting. The cat on my lap, I'll show you him in a second. He's pretty cute. He doesn't like being home by himself all day. He gets pretty needy, and so he likes it when he can sit on my lap while I record. I don't mind. He keeps me warm. Anyway, as I was saying, I bought some gradient sock yarn from Knit Circus at Vogue Knitting Live, and it's beautiful. And she was also saying you could, if you knit a shawl side to side, you could, start with one color, end up with another color, and start with that other color and knit to the other side, so that it would be the same color in the center and the same color on the outsides. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I may just knit socks. We'll see. They might be like special around the house to bed socks, although I don't wear socks to bed. Anyway, we'll put that down for a minute. The next thing I got was from Yarn Pop, which is a yarn bag store. Yarnpop.com, and they sell these really cool bags with grommets in them. So I got one with 2 grommets, and it's got little owls on it, and it matches my purse, because my purse is gray leather on the outside and then a nice light tan on the inside. So I'm going to leave this in my purse with a sock project in it, because oftentimes I have a knitting bag in my purse and I just throw the project on top of it. And so I'm going to leave this in my purse with my 2 skeins of sock yarn in it, and then I can knit socks 2 at a time, which is my normal mode of sock knitting. This 1 at a time thing is really odd for me, but it's striping, and I want both socks to stripe in the same order, so I had to do them 1 at a time, which is annoying, but whatever. So this will be perfect. And then I got some needle nooks from Slip Stitch Studios to go with that. I have a few I'll probably use this one because it goes with that bag. This is one I had before. They're these great things that you can put your needles in there. There's 3 snaps, as you can see. So you put your needles in, like so, and you snap this one, and then you snap the outside one. If I can snap it correctly. And then you put the, hold on a second. Move the sock out of the way. You put the cord between those two and you snap it, and then well, they don't stay in very well, but they stay in. If you really yank at it, obviously they come out. But they're great because then your needles don't poke out of the bag, and also your project doesn't fall off. So I'll probably use this in my purse and with the yarn pop thing and just throw this on top, and then it's easy to just pick up and knit a few rows and put it back in. My favorite thing, here I'm going to unsnap this so I don't pull that. And my favorite thing about these is they have a notions pouch on them. So it's like a notions pouch and a needle protector at the same time. And you'll see in this one, this is one I had before. I keep scissors in there, and I have stitch markers, and I have a darning needle, or a tapestry needle, whatever you want to call that. And I have crochet hook. This one's really tiny for fixing stitches, and I think I have some bobby pins in there in case my hair gets annoying. Yeah, there's some bobby pins. I have a lot of hair, so I always keep bobby pins and hair ties everywhere. And I have some waste yarn from a project I was working on in this bag previously, but these are perfect. So even if I don't use the needle nook part, I still use the crochet part. Not the crochet part, the notions part. I'm tired. So those are fabulous. That's one I bought from her before, but I got 2 more. I got this one. It's got little roses on it. And inside it's got this stripy fabric. I don't like pink or red, but I like this size. Her newer ones are a little longer. Where did the other one go? Oh, I put it in the project bag already that I got. That it's going to go with. And then I got this one, which was the Exploding TARDIS from Doctor Who. So yes, there's your, from my Holly piece of information about me today is I'm a large Doctor Who fan. Here's a proof. The next proof is the bag that I got, which has all the doctors on it. Oh yeah. So I thought this was it was a little non-traditional because usually I have the TARDIS bags, but I thought this one was fun because you have to know Doctor Who to recognize the doctors. You can see them by their numbers there. And it came with some matching stitch markers. And so this is going in here for a nice shawl or something. It's a pretty big size bag, which is nice, but it's not too big. Another Doctor Who thing I have that I got at Gen Con this year, which is a game convention, is a tin lunchbox. Oh, you can see my reflection in it. How nice. But yes, this is my lunchbox for work. It's fantastic. Everyone loves it. And also on my keys I have that I also got at Gen Con was like one of those key fob holders. I use it to hang it on the hook. My key is on the hook by my door. Ding ding. And I also have my sonic screwdriver. I use it, I need a light on here because sometimes it's dark in the hallway and it's hard to see the key to my door because we live on the top floor of our little 3rd floor apartment. But anyway, it's great. Or at night in the car trying to find the key thing. But yes, as I said, I keep hair ties everywhere. I just have everything on a carabiner. And then it's easy to take things on and off. Excuse me, cat. Next, I got a shawl pin. It's a little leaf pattern, which is really cool. I wore it on my sunshine shawl, the yellow one, on Saturday. This one doesn't work as well because it's a little kerchief, but you can use this little brooch or embellishment. That's the word I was going for, embellishment. So that's that, and I showed you that. Yes, some more yarn. I got some more yarn. I went into the Stephen B booth. He's a knitting designer. I don't know exactly what he does. He knits a lot of really unconventional stuff. He was wearing this sweater with like telephone cord knit into the middle, and it had like chain, and anyway, it was kind of fabulous. But I saw this, which is apparently a Stephen West colorway that he designed with the Three Irish Girls. Three Irish Girls is their Adorn sock, so it's merino nylon in the Glitterotic colorway. It's not actually glittery, but I don't care what the colorway name is. It had to be mine. It was the only one left. And I was like, and that's mine. So I don't know what it's going to be, but it's totally my colors. As you can tell, it goes with these. They kind of match. And then the next one was a skein, actually. So Stephen B had these chains hanging off of his sleeve or something, and they got caught in some of the yarn as he was digging it out for someone else. And so I had to help him undo his yarn, or his sweater, from the yarn. And this was the colorway. I don't know if this is the exact skein, but anyway. It's my little memory of Stephen B. And it's a skein of Malabrigo. Because who doesn't love Malabrigo? It's Rios in the Azulas colorway. And it's going to be hard to see. It's purples and teals and blues. This camera is not doing it justice. Maybe if I move it back here, put it up on the wall. I don't know. Anyway, it's gorgeous. It might be a hat or a cowl or something. I don't know. And yeah, after lunch I went back to the market and I was wandering around. I think that's when I bought some of the stuff. I don't remember what I bought when. Anyway, I was walking by this booth and they're like, oh, hello. And I was saying hello because I'm nice and they're nice. And like, have you tried our needles? And I said, I don't think so. I stick to my Knitter's Pride needles and that's kind of it. So they said, why don't you try some? So I picked up, they had some samples that you could knit on, and they had a cowl and on some circular needles because I usually knit with circular. So I was like, I'll try those. And they were fabulous. I just kept knitting and talking and knitting and talking, and then I was like, how small do you sell these needles? Because I knit a lot of socks, so I was like, ooh, maybe they have sock knitting needles. They didn't, but they had size 3, which I actually needed a longer size 4 because I have like a 24-inch, and it's good for some hats, but not for other things. So I got a set of size 3 because my interchangeables don't go down to size 3. And it is Indian Lake Artisans, and they're handcrafted in Michigan, which is fun. They're my neighbors across the lake. And they're hexagonal or hexagonal, however you want to say that. You can kind of see them. I don't know if I can do that, but you can, I don't know if it'll focus. Anyway, they're hexagonal needles, and if I can pull them out, the needle twists around the cord, which is fabulous. I've never had that. So I'm going to try this out. I know Signatures do that as well, but I'm too poor for Signatures. But I'm going to try these, and they're wood. They're natural wood with beeswax finish, and they sound really nice. So I'm going to try these, and yeah, I suggest checking them out. I don't know if they have a website on here. IndianLakeArtisans.com. So there you go. Try them out. I liked them that day, so we'll see. And I think that's it as I look around. Yep. I think I showed you everything. So, oh yeah, the Fiber Factor fashion show I wanted to talk about a little bit. The Fiber Factor is like a Project Runway reality show for knitters. They have 12 contestants and they've had 6 contests so far, 6 challenges so far. and this was the Challenge 6 announcement of the winner. So it's fun to see knitwear down the runway, which I'd never done. And also I got to sit right behind 3 of the designers who happened to be in town for the event. So that was really exciting. And they happen to be 3 of the 4 that are going on to the next round. They haven't eliminated anyone up until this point. So now there's 4 of them. And they'll announce the winner at Vogue Knitting Live in Chicago, which I'm not Chicago, New York. We just had the one in Chicago, which I believe is in January. So if you haven't heard of them, it's put on by Cawl, which are the makers of the adding needles. I can talk. And so yeah, I got to meet Cerelia Rose in their booth, which was kind of fun. And yeah, I didn't take any classes this year. I wasn't that organized, so maybe next year I'll get myself together to take some fabulous classes with some fabulous people. I know Susan B. Anderson was there. I know You Sold a Teague was there. I didn't happen to bump into them, but oh well. I know I follow Susan B. Anderson on Instagram, and I know she was there on Sunday because I saw some pictures. We have the fiberfactor.com. I know they're also on YouTube, and they have videos of all the contestants. So if you haven't heard of them, it's kind of fun to watch them, and they've come up with some really fabulous stuff. So go check them out, and I know some of the designs are available. Anyway, I won't bore you with that. If you are interested, go check it out. And I will leave you with that. I'll leave you with some pretty yarn. Here, I'll hold up all my yarn from this week. I didn't buy that much, but, you know. Hey, oh, it's caught on something. All right. There you go. Happy knitting, and I will see you next week in paradise. Bye!